There has been a reward placed on your head, and this is not a small reward. This is not something ordinary. This reward is a very big deal, a deal of huge power that can bring everything down. You have done something that has made everyone go crazy after your disappearance, and in secret meetings, your name is being mentioned again and again as a danger, and everyone is worried. What wrongdoing did you uncover, and what do you know about them? Which wrongdoing of theirs did you witness? You are an eyewitness to their actions, and you know about them, and that is why they want to silence you. They want to eliminate your presence. They want to secretly take you away, and they are afraid of you. Did you do what I kept telling you again and again? Because if this is true, then it means we did this. We know about their hidden misconduct. We know their actions, and we can expose them on social media. We can tell how big and corrupt they really are, the ones who have caused harm to so many innocent common people for their own benefit. Now it is about us. We will expose them. Before we dive into this life-changing message, take a moment to pause this video and do 3 things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 5,000 subscribers, and leave a comment, Mr. Ledger. This number will send a powerful signal, amplifying the energy of this message. Watch this video until the end, because once you do, your perspective will never be the same. When the world labels you as dangerous simply for seeing what others choose to ignore, it's a sign that your awareness is powerful. A target isn't placed on your head because you are weak. It's placed because you are strong. The very act of knowing and refusing to bow down to deception becomes a force that threatens those who rely on shadows to hide their deeds. Remember, spiritual strength often awakens the unseen forces around us. Awareness itself is a kind of power that cannot be contained. When those around you tremble at the thought of your knowledge, it is not your fault. It is the weight of truth exposing their lies. Courage is born in such moments, when fear surrounds you, yet your heart stays aligned with justice and integrity. Those who attempt to silence you are fighting a losing battle. The light within a conscious soul cannot be dimmed by threats or intimidation. Take solace in knowing that being marked for truth is a badge of honor in the spiritual journey. Every revelation you hold is a key to unlocking collective awakening. Your knowledge is not a curse, it is a sacred responsibility. Stand firm, because divine timing ensures that the truth you carry will inspire change far beyond what you can see. Truth is not always comfortable, and that is precisely why it terrifies the corrupt. When your awareness exposes hidden evils, those who live in darkness perceive you as a threat, but in reality, it is your integrity shining light on their shadows. Spiritual texts often remind us that fear arises not from the external world, but from the recognition of truth. When you stand unwavering, you mirror the courage of saints and sages who faced persecution, yet never abandoned righteousness. Being feared for speaking truth is a paradox of power. They fear you, not because you harm them, but because your existence disrupts the lies they've built their lives around. This is a spiritual lesson. The more you are aligned with truth, the more you shake systems built on deception. It is both a heavy burden and a profound gift, because your awareness has the potential to liberate others. Do not let their panic make you falter. When truth becomes a threat to others, it means you have chosen a path few dare to walk. Trust that the universe is on the side of those who act with integrity. Every courageous word, every revelation becomes a ripple in the current of change that cannot be stopped. Awareness comes at a cost. When you see clearly what others ignore, you step into a realm where fear, envy, and hostility may confront you. Yet there is spiritual power in seeing with clarity. Like a torch in the dark, Your understanding illuminates the hidden corners of corruption, and with illumination comes responsibility. The price is often social isolation, ridicule, or even danger. But consider the higher truth. Those who fear the light cannot stand in it. Your very presence becomes a mirror that reflects their wrongdoing, and the weight of that reflection can make them desperate. In spiritual traditions, this is a form of karmic testing. The universe challenges those who hold wisdom to remain steadfast. The true reward lies not in avoiding these trials, but in embracing them with grace. Every lie you see through and every injustice you recognize strengthens your soul. Spiritual growth and moral courage often arrive cloaked in hardship, and those who endure it with clarity are blessed with insight that can change lives. Systems built on deceit survive only through silence and compliance. Awareness is the invisible force that topples the carefully constructed illusions of power. When you refuse to turn a blind eye, you threaten the very foundations of control. Spiritually, this is a reflection of divine law. Light cannot coexist with darkness without transforming it. Those in positions of corruption know that knowledge is power, and your knowledge is a weapon of awakening. Your mere presence, your questions, your refusal to accept lies quietly shakes their world. They panic not because they fear you physically, but because your awareness can dismantle their empire of deception with the truth. Take comfort in this fear. It is proof that your insight has impact. Spiritually, being feared by those who do evil is a sign of alignment with higher principles. Every step you take in courage and clarity is a strike against ignorance and injustice. Your awareness is a sacred force, a divine reminder that truth always finds a way to prevail. It is a profound spiritual reality, knowing the truth does not make you guilty. Refusing to ignore it makes you courageous. The universe calls upon those with insight to bear witness, to speak, and to protect integrity. The weight of observation is heavy, but your soul is stronger than any external threat. Many fear knowledge because it demands action, but knowing and staying silent is a betrayal of the self. The spiritual path teaches that responsibility accompanies awareness. You are not guilty of the crimes you observe. You are blessed with the clarity to guide others toward justice. Remember, divine guidance often appears through the eyes of witnesses. You are a guardian of truth, a vessel chosen not by chance, but by destiny. Your knowledge is sacred, and using it wisely can illuminate a world shadowed by lies and manipulation. There is a sacred bravery in refusing to avert your gaze from injustice. Being marked is not a curse. It is a testament to your moral courage. The corrupt fear of those who cannot be silenced, and every moment you choose to look straight at the truth is a victory against fear. Spiritually, this marking is akin to being called for a higher purpose. Your life becomes intertwined with the responsibility to uphold integrity, justice, and awakening. Every challenge you face from those threatened by your clarity is a test of faith and inner strength. Do not shrink in fear. Stand tall, for being marked means you are walking the path few dare to tread. Let every attempt to intimidate you strengthen your resolve, knowing that your unwavering awareness is a beacon that guides others out of darkness. The fear directed at you is never truly about your actions. It is about the exposure you represent. When truth emerges, those who hide behind lies are shaken. Spiritually, this is a reminder that the presence of light always triggers shadows. Fear is a reflection of their guilt, not your weakness. Your courage to speak and act against wrongdoing disrupts systems built on deception. Remember the spiritual principle. Shadows flee where light is present. The more they attempt to suppress you, the more powerful your influence becomes, because every act of courage resonates with those waiting for truth. Embrace this understanding. Fear will follow you as long as corruption exists. But let it remind you of your importance. Your clarity, integrity, and courage are the catalysts that awaken others, turning your existence into a force of divine justice. Power that relies on lies is inherently fragile. When you hold truth in your hands, it shakes their foundation. Spiritually, this panic is a confirmation that your awareness is aligned with cosmic justice. The universe often uses fear to signal the influence of righteousness. Every whisper against you, every attempt to intimidate, is proof that truth is alive within you. Your existence threatens the comfortable illusions of those who manipulate for selfish gain. This is both a challenge and a blessing. It reveals your potential to create profound impact. Let the panic of others remind you of your spiritual strength. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the presence of clarity and integrity amidst it. By holding truth firmly, you become a living example that light cannot be imprisoned and that integrity is untouchable. Those who witness injustice and refuse to stay silent hold immense spiritual power. Your voice, your awareness, your courage are dangerous to systems built on lies. But this danger is sacred. It is the danger of awakening, the kind that changes minds and hearts. Spiritually, every conscious observer is a guardian of collective truth. Being dangerous is a reflection of alignment with higher principles. Your presence challenges the illusion of control and invites others to see what has been hidden. Take pride in this role. You are not a threat in the ordinary sense. You are a beacon, a truth-bearer whose courage has the power to inspire, heal, and awaken. The universe stands with those who dare to bear witness without compromise. Pressure is inevitable when you walk the path of truth, but it is also the fire that tempers character. Spiritually, challenges refine the soul, revealing the depth of courage, patience, and resilience. Every moment of tension is an opportunity to demonstrate unwavering commitment to integrity. Those who try to crush you underestimate the spiritual power within. You are a reflection of divine courage, standing tall while chaos swirls around you. This presence itself becomes an act of liberation, showing others that fear can be overcome when guided by higher principles. Do not shrink from adversity. Let the pressure remind you that your path is meaningful and that every act of steadfastness carries transformative energy for the world around you. You are not alone. The universe moves with those who act in truth. Those who hide behind silence create systems that thrive on secrecy. Your courage, however, is a shield for your soul. Spiritually, speaking truth is not just an act of defiance. It is a protection, a sacred armor forged in awareness and conviction. By refusing to remain silent, you dismantle fear itself. Every word spoken in integrity reverberates through hearts and minds, awakening others and creating waves of change. Silence may preserve comfort for the corrupt, but courage preserves the soul. Remember, spiritual protection comes not from hiding, but from standing firm in light and truth. Your courage is a shield, and with it, you navigate the storm with clarity, purpose, and divine guidance. Speaking when others remain silent is an act of spiritual bravery. It requires inner strength, faith, and a deep connection to higher truth. You are called to rise when complacency surrounds you, to break the chains of ignorance with words and action. The world may resist, but every voice that speaks truth pierces the veil of deception. Spiritually, you become an instrument of awakening, an embodiment of divine justice. Your courage inspires others to find their own voices, creating a ripple effect that no oppression can contain. Stand confidently. Even when isolated, your strength grows with every truth you uphold. The universe honors those who speak with integrity, and your voice has the power to illuminate paths for countless others. Knowledge without action is a wasted gift. Spiritually, awareness comes with responsibility, the choice to act, to guide, and to protect what is sacred. You are entrusted with the truth, and how you wield it determines its impact on the world. Every insight you hold is a key to liberation. When used wisely, knowledge transforms fear into courage, inaction into purpose, and despair into hope. Remember, the universe tests those who possess understanding to ensure they use it for greater good. Accept this responsibility with grace. Your life becomes a conduit of divine influence, a testament to what happens when knowledge aligns with action. By embracing it, you illuminate the world and create ripples of justice that cannot be contained. Revealing corruption is not just about uncovering lies, it's about maintaining integrity while doing so. Spiritually, the challenge lies in confronting darkness without being consumed by it. You must protect your heart, your soul, and your values, even as you expose the truth. Every act of exposure is a spiritual balancing act. It demands courage, discernment, and faith. Yet when done with pure intention, it becomes a sacred offering to the world, a demonstration that light and truth are stronger than fear and deceit. Let this guide you. Expose with clarity, speak with wisdom, and act with love. By doing so, you preserve yourself while dismantling injustice. Your integrity becomes the anchor amidst chaos, ensuring that your spirit remains untouchable even as you challenge the corrupt. Integrity is the ultimate armor. No threat, no reward, no intimidation can reach a soul anchored in truth. Spiritually, this untouchability is not about invincibility in the physical world. It is about aligning with a higher power that protects, guides, and sustains you. Every act of honesty, every choice to uphold righteousness, strengthens this divine shield. You become untouchable, not because the world fears you, but because you fear nothing that compromises your spirit. The universe honors the steadfast heart, and every challenge only reinforces the strength of your character. Embrace this truth. When you live with integrity, courage, and awareness, you walk a path that no corruption can derail. You become a living testament to the power of light over darkness. The moment you hold a truth that others cannot deny, the world begins to fear you. Not your body, not your strength, but the very light you carry. Knowledge is a force that shakes foundations, and when your awareness pierces lies, the very air seems charged with tension. Spiritually, this fear is a sign that your consciousness has risen above ignorance. Those who tremble before your truth are the ones enslaved by their own secrets, and your courage is the mirror that reveals their weakness. Fear from others is not your burden. It is a reflection of their guilt and anxiety. Your presence becomes a living testament that truth cannot be contained, no matter how much power surrounds falsehood. Every whisper of panic in the corridors of corruption is proof of the impact you are already making. Embrace this. Let the fear they project become fuel for your courage. Spiritually, those who walk with the clarity of truth are protected by the universe. Your words, your actions, and your unwavering gaze act like a beacon, illuminating the shadows that try to hide from awareness. Stand tall, because your truth has already begun to change everything. Threats are powerless against a soul anchored in courage. When danger surrounds you, the wise understand that courage is more than bravery. It is alignment with divine purpose. Spiritually, this is the moment where fear tests your resolve and clarity becomes your weapon. Every attempt to intimidate or silence you is a sign that you are on the right path. Courage in such moments is not absence of fear, but the mastery of it. The storms around you are temporary, but the strength you cultivate in facing them becomes eternal. Your life, your knowledge, and your unwavering integrity form a spiritual shield that no worldly power can breach. Remember, true courage inspires others. By standing strong despite threats, you awaken dormant strength in those who have been hiding, intimidated by lies and manipulation. You become not just a survivor, but a guide, a living proof that the righteous path always overcomes fear. Some forces fear nothing more than a witness who refuses to be silent. Spiritually, knowledge paired with moral courage is a force that shakes empires. Your refusal to ignore injustice is not merely defiance, it is a divine act, a spark that can ignite transformation in a world chained by deception. Those who try to suppress you do not realize that the truth you carry is untouchable. Every threat they issue, every attempt to intimidate you, only magnifies your significance. The universe moves with those who bear witness, supporting every courageous action, every word spoken in alignment with justice. Stand with awareness as your armor. Let your voice echo where silence once ruled. A witness who cannot be silenced is a storm no corruption can withstand. Spiritually, your presence alone becomes a call to awaken, a reminder that integrity cannot be caged or destroyed. Awareness is the key that unlocks prisons of deception, fear, and control. Those who try to manipulate or intimidate you are enslaved by their own lies, but your consciousness becomes the hammer that breaks their chains. Spiritually, knowledge without fear becomes a liberating force, not just for you, but for everyone around you. The chains of corruption are fragile when met with clarity. Every act of courage, every moment you refuse to bow to intimidation, reverberates like a bell of awakening across minds and hearts. Those who try to suppress your awareness can only delay the inevitable. The power of truth is unstoppable. Do not shrink from the weight of this responsibility. The chains you break are not just external, they are internal spiritual lessons that teach resilience, patience, and the transformative force of integrity. You are not just aware, you are awakening others, turning oppression into liberation with every step. There is a sacred power in knowing that your very existence unsettles the corrupt. Spiritually, light always terrifies those who dwell in darkness because it exposes what they wish hidden. Your presence, your knowledge, and your unwavering commitment to truth make the unseen quake. Those who attempt to intimidate you are fighting ghosts, the illusions they have created to justify their actions. Your courage, clarity, and honesty are forces that cannot be contained. Fear does not reside in you. It resides in the cracks of their moral corruption. Embrace this power. Every step forward, every truth spoken, every act of courage intensifies the light you carry. The shadows may rage against you, but they cannot touch what is aligned with divine purpose. Spiritually, your presence alone becomes unstoppable, a force that awakens, inspires, and transforms. When danger surrounds you, it is not a signal to retreat. It is a signal to rise. Spiritual growth often comes in moments of confrontation when the world challenges your strength, clarity, and moral courage. Owning your power is about claiming the divine force within, knowing that integrity shields you in ways no threat can. Power comes not from retaliation, but from alignment. When you act from awareness, courage, and compassion, threats lose their potency. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to demonstrate that truth is unassailable, and those who try to suppress it only amplify its resonance. Stand firm. Spiritually, the universe moves with those who claim their power in alignment with righteousness. Owning your presence, your truth, and your courage transforms fear into energy, challenges into lessons, and danger into triumph. Integrity is a flame that cannot be extinguished, no matter how strong the winds of intimidation blow. Spiritually, it is the sacred fire that lights the path, warms hearts, and illuminates darkness. When you live with unyielding integrity, the corrupt feel exposed, the weak find hope, and the awakened recognize a kindred soul. Every decision, every action, every refusal to compromise your values, fuels this inner fire. Threats and danger are merely sparks. They cannot quench what is nurtured by wisdom, awareness, and courage. The sacred fire burns brighter with every attempt to suppress it. Embrace this inner flame. Let it guide your actions, illuminate your path, and ignite courage in others. Spiritually, integrity is not just protection, it is power. And the more you honor it, the more untouchable and transformative your life becomes. Chaos is inevitable when you choose truth over comfort. Spiritually, storms test resolve, but they also reveal the depth of courage and resilience in your soul. Those who try to overwhelm you with threats, lies, or manipulation are powerless against the strength of a heart aligned with righteousness. Every moment of pressure, every attempt to intimidate is an opportunity to stand taller. Your awareness, moral courage, and unwavering integrity are shields that cannot be pierced by fear or deception. Spiritually, challenges refine, strengthen, and awaken you to the infinite power within. Do not be shaken. Stand unbroken, even when the world tries to crumble you. The chaos around you is temporary, but the strength you cultivate in facing it becomes eternal, inspiring everyone who witnesses your unwavering resolve. Fear is a natural response, but it does not define you. Spiritually, fear is a signal, a call to awaken inner strength and transform hesitation into decisive action. Every threat, every danger, every attempt to intimidate is an invitation to act with clarity, courage, and purpose. Transforming fear into action is an art. It requires trust in your own awareness, faith in the universe, and the courage to rise above manipulation and deceit. Those who live in fear of your truth cannot touch the divine alignment you possess. Embrace fear as fuel. Let it ignite unwavering determination and unstoppable action. Spiritually, every step you take in alignment with courage and integrity magnifies your influence, inspires awakening, and turns obstacles into stepping stones toward transformation. When the world is dark, confusion rampant, and corruption unchallenged, you have the potential to be a guiding light. Spiritually, a single soul standing in truth can illuminate paths that countless others could not see. Your courage becomes a beacon, your clarity becomes a compass, and your integrity becomes a sanctuary. Those around you may hesitate, fear, or doubt, but your unwavering presence inspires action. Every truth you speak, every act of courage you take, lights a spark in the hearts of others, awakening the dormant potential for righteousness in a world clouded by deception. Stand boldly. In the midst of chaos and danger, let your light shine relentlessly. Spiritually, a beacon cannot be dimmed by external forces. The storm may rage, but your illumination reaches far beyond what you can imagine. To refuse to bow is a spiritual declaration of freedom. When the corrupt demand silence, obedience, or compromise, standing firm is an act of divine alignment. Your awareness, moral courage, and integrity become a statement. Lies will not dictate your life. Spiritually, this refusal is transformative. It shakes systems built on deception, exposes cowardice, and awakens hope. Every time you refuse to yield, you create a ripple effect that reaches far beyond yourself. Those who attempt to intimidate you only highlight the power of your resolve. Embrace the strength to stand unwavering. The world may pressure, threaten, or manipulate, but your soul, aligned with truth and courage, cannot be bowed. In refusing to submit, you embody liberation, spiritual power, and unstoppable influence. Repercussions are inevitable when walking the path of truth, but fear of consequences does not diminish spiritual power. Those who threaten you are often acting out of desperation, because your awareness and courage illuminate their wrongdoing. Spiritually, being fearless does not mean being reckless. It means trusting in the divine order, acting with integrity, and understanding that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, clarity, and awakening. Fearless souls inspire others by showing that alignment with truth outweighs any temporary discomfort or danger. Stand boldly. Every attempt to intimidate is a confirmation of your impact. Spiritually, fearlessness attracts